Hopefully you guys can hear me. Yes, you can. Jesus TV back with another video. My eyes are super irritating. They're irritating me, so if you see me like blink my eyes and stuff, just know that's why. But we are here to talk about the 4th episode of Season 3 of Outer Banks and the Diary. Pretty big episode in the series. We're just going to talk about it real quick. These videos don't take too long. I got to get going here. I got to watch The Last of Us and Better Call Saul. We're watching 2 Last of Us episodes this week instead of a movie because we missed out on some of The Last of Us stuff. So, yeah, let's get into the diary. So it turns out Big John is actually real So it turns out Big John is actually after Denmark Tanny's diary. His absence at the end of the last episode season stumble upon its location, but there's a problem. Episode 4 of Outer Banks Season 3 starts with Big John cursing to the heavens as he realizes the diary is ruined. So he finds their van. He walks outside and he realizes their van is gone. He starts a trek. He starts this trip to kind of find it, and he finds it, and there's the diary in it, but it's ruined, so he is not happy. He's been going after this for a long time now. John soon returns to the house, squashing that mini cliffhanger from before, meeting Sarah and welcoming her into the family. I think this is probably one of the better things they've done in this series, like this whole illusion that we think that he's not even real after all, but yeah, he is real. He actually returned. He's alive and stuff. He left, which made us think that John B was like crazy, but no, he's back. Oh my god, my eyes, holy shit, what is happening? At the same time, the rest of the kids settle down into life at the OBX again, so they all kind of return home, so that's pretty cool. The group have a touching reunion with their folks, with the exception of Sarah. Of course, she doesn't want to return to her family. Her family goes against her in like everything she does. She hates her brother. She hates her father. I mean, her mother. She probably doesn't hate her mother that much, but she just goes along with everything. So, yeah. John B and his dad, though, continue on the hunt for the original diary, given the copy has been destroyed. But if they find the original, I mean, that'll be even better because they can probably sell it and stuff. I mean, that's pretty much how Big John earned his fortune. Or earned any type of living. Their search brings them to Mr. Sun's place. He's not home, though, so the pair break in and begin sniffing about. So they find an opportunity, this, like, weird couple relationship, like, drunken people, like, go in and they sneak in after them. Unfortunately, a couple of smugglers show and manage to take off with the diary, getting the jump on John B and his dad in the process. Holy fuck. Mr. Sun is tied up, but very much alive, thankfully. 1 second. Well, that was gross. I just had a bunch of phlegm in my mouth. That's cool. Alright. As John B and Big John head out, a chase ensues as they scramble to chase the goons. Changing from a car to a speedboat, they follow along and end up at a standoff on the water. The pair are actually smugglers working on behalf of Mr. Singh. They try to strike a deal, pointing out the diary next to John's statue, which leads them towards a much bigger treasure that'll make them filthy rich. I actually wasn't really paying attention at this part of the show for some reason. Maybe I zoned out for a little bit, but wow. Did I remember this? I don't know. Unfortunately, the pair have other ideas and intend to shoot John B and take his dad to Sing, believing they'll get a good profit from that and for far less hassle, because John B is here to cause problems. That's what the Pogues do. Big John immediately figures out their double cross and shoots the smugglers dead. John B is in a state of shock, especially when he watches his dad sink the smuggler boat and tie their bodies to the anchors. Like, he didn't know his dad was like this. He grabs the diary and points out to his son he had no choice but to do this. Yeah. When Sarah heads home to grab her gear, she overhears Rafe talking downstairs. He's on the phone to Ward, who wants to donate the cross and atone for their sins. Yeah, fucking right. Rafe isn't doing that. Rafe refuses initially, but eventually caves, riding down their meeting point in Wilmington the following night. at car 750X. So we learn where the cross is going to be, and a nice little plot twist happens later in the episode. Pretty dope by this show's creators. Rafe meets with Barry and offers him a job to steal the cross, promising a big stack of cash in the process. Barry is like that, he's the dude that played the one guy, from, what was the show with Selena Gomez in it? I can't remember. I think he might have been in Zack and Cody, too. I don't remember. Barry wins 50% and eventually leaves, with Rafe left with the check and clearly something bigger in mind. Sarah manages to sneak out after gaining the valuable info and feeds this on to Key, believing they should be there to infiltrate this meet and to steal the cross. Which they think they're going to steal the cross, but no. Key heads off to see JJ first, but things between them are awkward given the angst in the air between them. Key admits to JJ that he caught her off guard too, and indirectly reveals that she cares for him, and they are probably going to start like an official relationship eventually in the show. While Sarah and the others work on their plan, John B makes it back on shore, but he's quiet, still shocked over his father's actions. What the hell? Is this the same episode? I don't know, man. Is it? What the hell did I just watch? Key admits to JJ that he caught her off guard. While Sarah and the others, makes it back on shore, but he's quiet. Big John excitedly sifts through the diary, oblivious to his son's feelings. He believes Charleston will lead them to El Dorado. When John B stops the car and the pair have a chat about what went down, it seems to be the track and they head back on the road again. What about the train heist? Did they not talk about that here? I'm reading some notes, but what the hell? So the wedge between John B and the rest of the group starts to divide, albeit in a rather contrived way, with our protagonist off with his dad on his big treasure hunt instead of helping the group with the task at hand. Now that they have the diary and the statue, it remains to be seen exactly how that's going to tie into El Dorado. Okay, so I think this is the episode. As for Sarah and the others, it's clear that their idea to hijack the meet and figure out what Rafe is up to could turn south in a hurry. They already went to the car, though. I'm so confused. Rafe's deal with Barry clearly has an ulterior motive, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see him kill Barry once the heist is done. I mean, yeah. He might, knowing what kind of person Rafe is. I think it's possible he could do something like that. There's lots to like here, though, and the show continues to deliver decent drama in this third season, even with a few plot contrivances starting to creep in. There's a lot of plot twists, a lot of interesting moments here, and I like it. The character dynamics are also interesting, and there's some clear romantic tension between Key and JJ. Will the pair get together by season's end? I'm thinking they probably will. I don't really have much to say. This was a good episode. A lot of stuff happened. Pretty pivotal stuff. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Cheesy TV, I am out. Stay tuned tomorrow. I don't know why I realized on the last video I said that we were doing a Better Call Saul review, but we just did a Better Call Saul review yesterday. So today I'm going to be watching The Last of Us episode 8 and the last episode of Better Call Saul, and after that we can actually get back into Walking Dead. I'm kind of excited for that because I want to see how The Walking Dead ends. So that'll be interesting. NBA recaps every night, of course. I think I'm going to be making my bracket Wednesday night. So